Good day, everyone, and welcome back to our channel. If you've ever wished you could pick fresh herbs, leafy greens, or even vegetables in the dead of winter, then this video is for you. Today, I'm sharing my secret to a year-round indoor harvest. No matter where you live, cold climates, hot climates, or even if you don't have outdoor space, you'll be able to grow your own food inside 365 days a year. Stick around and I'll cover everything from lighting, soil, hydroponics, space-saving setups, and even my favorite plants that thrive indoors. You know, one of the biggest reasons I started growing food indoors year-round is because of what's happening out there in the world right now. Let's be honest, food costs are skyrocketing. Every time we go to the grocery store, it feels like prices have jumped again. Things that used to be affordable, like lettuce or fresh herbs, now cost 2 or 3 times more than they did just a few years ago. And that adds up fast, especially if you want to eat healthy. Then there's the weather. Unpredictable weather patterns, droughts, floods, early frost, heat waves are making it harder and harder for farmers to grow crops consistently. That means less supply, higher prices, and sometimes empty shelves. You never really know if your favorite produce will even be available. And when you do find it, there's another problem: pesticides and chemicals. So much of the food that we buy is sprayed with harmful substances to keep bugs away or make it last longer on the shelf. The truth is, we don't always know what's been used on that produce, and long term, those chemicals can really affect our health. That's why we decided, why not take control back? Why not grow our own food right here at home? And here's the thing, indoor gardening changes everything. When you grow inside, you're not at the mercy of the weather. It can be freezing cold or blazing hot outside, but inside, your plants are safe. No pesticides, no mystery chemicals, just fresh, organic food that you know is clean and healthy. Plus, the benefits go way beyond saving money. You're eating food that's packed with nutrients, picked fresh right when you need it. That means a healthier lifestyle for you and your family. You're also gaining self-sufficiency. You don't have to rely as much on the store, and that feels empowering. And honestly, there's just so much joy in it. Tending to plants, watching them grow, snipping some basil for dinner, or harvesting lettuce for a salad in the middle of winter. It makes you feel connected to nature all year long. It's not just gardening, it's therapy. So for us, growing food indoors isn't just about saving money. It's about health, freedom, and happiness, inshallah. Alright, so now let's get into the real secret behind growing food indoors, your setup. There are 3 main things that make all the difference: lighting, containers and soil, and hydroponics. Let's break them down. 1. Lighting. The heart of indoor growing. First up is lighting. Honestly, this is the heart of indoor gardening. Without good light, your plants just won't thrive. A lot of people think they can just stick a plant near a window or use a regular light bulb, but that doesn't cut it. Regular bulbs don't give off the full spectrum of light that plants need for photosynthesis. That's why we use full spectrum LED grow lights. They mimic natural sunlight, so your plants think they're growing outdoors even in the middle of winter. And positioning is key. We keep our lights about 6 to 12 inches above the plants. That way, the leaves don't get burned, but they're still close enough to soak up plenty of light. The rule of thumb is, if the light feels warm on your hand after holding it over the plants, is too close. Another important piece is timing. Most plants need 12 to 16 hours of light every single day. For fast growers like lettuce and herbs, we usually run our lights about 14 hours. For fruiting plants, sometimes closer to 16. Then we make sure they get a rest period of darkness, just like they would outdoors. 2. Container and soil. Next, let's talk about containers and soil. You don't need fancy equipment to start growing indoors. We love using lightweight pots or fabric grow bags because they're easy to move around and they help the roots breathe. Fabric grow bags are great because they prevent plants from becoming root bound. And when it comes to soil, we always go with a mix that drains well. The best combo we found is organic potting soil mixed with compost and perlite. The compost adds nutrients and the perlite keeps everything nice and airy so roots don't suffocate. And if you're someone who doesn't want to water every single day, here's a pro tip. Try using self-watering containers. They have a reservoir at the bottom that slowly feeds the plant water as needed. It's a huge time saver and keeps your plants consistently hydrated. 3. Hydroponics options for the adventurous. Now, if you're feeling adventurous, you can also try hydroponics. This is where plants grow in water instead of soil, and it's actually one of the fastest ways to grow food indoors. Hydroponic systems deliver nutrients directly to the roots so the plants don't have to search for them in the soil. That means they grow faster and often produce bigger harvests. For beginners, a small countertop hydroponic system is perfect. Their plug and play, just add water, nutrients, and your seeds, and you'll be harvesting lettuce or basil in just a few weeks. We use ours mainly for herbs and leafy greens. Things like basil, mint, lettuce, and spinach do really well in hydroponics. It's clean, it doesn't take up much space, and you don't have to deal with soil indoors if that's not your thing. So, whether you go with grow lights and pots or soil or experiment with hydroponics, the key is giving your plants the right environment to thrive. With these setups, you can grow fresh foods right inside your home all year long. Now, what to grow indoors? Herbs, easy and beginner friendly. Basil, parsley, cilantro, mint, oregano, thyme, leafy greens, quick and productive. Lettuce, spinach, kale, arugula, fruiting plants with more care. Cherry tomatoes, peppers, dwarf cucumbers, root crops, if you have space, are radishes, carrots, and green onions. Now here's a pro tip. Stagger planting every 2 to 3 weeks for continuous harvest. Use reflective surfaces or foil around plants to maximize light. Keep humidity levels steady with a small humidifier. Rotate pots weekly for even growth. Save kitchen scraps like onion bottoms, celery or garlic cloves, and regrow them indoors. Indoor companion planting, growing basil with tomatoes or onions with spinach to reduce pests naturally. And that's our secret to a year-round indoor harvest. Honestly, once you set it up, it becomes addictive. There's nothing like harvesting fresh basil in January or enjoying a salad you grew yourself while snow falls outside. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more gardening and natural living tips, and share this video with someone who dreams of growing their own food indoors. Thanks for watching, and happy growing indoors, outdoors, and all year long. See you in the next episode, inshallah.